Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup Weekly Chat here on the YouTubes. I am very happily holding my coffee this morning. I'm a hot stinking mess today. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. This is the least amount of sleep I've gotten in a really long time. My daughter had a sleepover party for her birthday last night, and they were having a lot of trouble going to sleep. I still have eyelash glue on my eye. How does that even happen after like 2 days? Oh, I just realized I can't even see the chat. It's doing that again where there's no chat. YouTube is messing with the chat function thing. So I got to figure out how to see you because I can't see you all right now. But yeah, so I'm really, really sleepy. I was having trouble with this show last night, just some technical issues with my computer on my side. So I ended up going to bed at like 4. The girls ended up falling asleep around 3. It was crazy. I don't want to get into all the details, but it was silly. It was silly. It was crazy. And I'm sleepy, and I'm hoping that we can functionally have a good chat today. But I need to find out how to see you because YouTube changed things again. So let me go to YouTube. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, it says live now. So I'm hoping I'll be able to just minimize kind of like I do. There we go. Hold on, sorry. Okay, I can see you all now. I just won't be able to see myself, but I can see you all. So today in live chat, we are going to be doing my IMATS haul. And if you saw my, the vlog, that's what those things are called. If you saw the vlog my husband edited for me. Oh, by the way, if I don't say my husband edited a video, I edit all my own videos except for the ones that I say he edits. So he edited the vlog for me, but I edit all my videos. And somebody asked me that the other day. If you saw the bags from that video, it looks like I bought a ton of stuff, but actually all the stuff I bought fits into this bag. What they do at IMATS is they give you giant decorative bags so that it looks like you shopped a lot at their place. So like a lot of times you'll see, for example, like a lot of lime crime bags, and then these huge bags. So when you see like all these people and everybody's carrying the same bag, you're like, oh, so what's going on over at that place? I'm going to go check it out because I've seen a lot of bags from that place. So it's really not, because they're functional in any way. It's a complete and total waste of bags because you just, they throw the smallest things into a giant bag. It's really just marketing for them for the event. So all the stuff I got is in this little bag. I know that's really sad for me to share with, but it'll go by quickly. And then I wanted to talk about my experience going to Texas to see Marlena and the Makeup Geek crew. I got to meet some people on her crew, really, really nice people, and got to see the Marste fashion in person and all of that. If you hear girls talking in the background, by the way, I told them don't worry about being quiet. Like, they're at a birthday party. I'm not going to shush them because we're in chat, and they're not really that loud. So I got to hang out with Marlena quite a bit, and I got to hang out with 2 of my YouTube friends, Mallory 1712 and Mrs. Lola Lynn, who I have been YouTube friends with forever, and they were exactly the same in person as I thought they would be. So we had a blast. We had so much fun. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll just, I'm going to be getting ready. I've got a bunch of products here to put on. I've got a couple of new products, mostly older products, but a couple of new products to share with you, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So before we go into the actual live chat, I do want to say hello to the first people that were here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're here live, if you're not here live and you're watching on the replay, you're part of the collective brain in the comment section down below. So feel free to leave comments about anything. You do you. All right. So Amber, good morning to you. Nadine, so good to see you. Good morning. Shirley, who has been such a wonderful rock in my Twitter life lately. Thank you, Shirley. I love you dearly. Nancy is here. Hello, Nancy. Remind me, I need to text you. My son has a message for you. I have to text you after chat. Carrie, now, good morning to you. Thank you for all your kind words lately. Enid, so good to see you. Crystal, good to see you. Jesse and Myra, good morning to you. I'm happy you're here in California. Oh my goodness, you're probably just as sleepy as I am. Good morning, hello in Sweden, and yes, coffee. Hello, Elizabeth and Banshee Muse and Queen Anna and Deanna and Karina and Teresa M.O. So good to see you, my friend. Lila is here. Good to see you. Deanna is here. I mean, these are all my friends. Jessica's here, and Kelly, and Jackie, and Kennedy, and Brianna. If I didn't say hello to you, good morning to you. Before we go on, I do want to ask if you're a praying type, or if you're somebody who, you know, sends positive vibes. One of our reporters, Flory Sparks, who's our drugstore reporter, is currently in the hospital. She's struggling with some health issues. So if you could put out some positive vibes for her, we really appreciate it. She is a beautiful, wonderful person. I had the wonderful opportunity of meeting her over the summer. We went out to dinner with her and her husband, and she is an incredible person. So definitely, if you have a prayer list at church or anything, her name is Flory Sparks. She could definitely use some love right now. And I'm going to try really hard not to cry. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay. I got to get off that topic, or I'm just going to start bawling. All right. I held it together pretty well. So Flory, Flory, and then Sparks, like sparks. All right. So IMATS Hall. Let's get into that first, and then we'll get ready. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay. So first thing I got was in the hall, you saw me talking to the guy over at Naked Cosmetics. I did end up buying the moisturizer he was showing me. One person in the comments said that this went bad really, really fast, and it smelled really bad. I have not had that problem yet. It is mostly, let's see. So we've got aloe leaf juice, which is really good. There is coconut oil in here as the second ingredient. So if coconut oil does not agree with your skin, this is going to be a no for you. Cocoa seed butter, manuka honey, shea butter. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading it. There's some emulsifying wax and stuff. But anyway, the ingredients looked really nice. It felt really good. He said you could use it on your hands and on your face. So I've been using it on my face as a moisturizer here and there because I finished up my skincare routine, and now I'm kind of mishmashing all over the place for a minute. And it's been very, very nice. It's got a pump here. Naked Cosmetics, I actually really like their single eyeshadows. They're really good. If you like loose shadows, they make really, really good loose shadows. The only thing is they're outrageously expensive. That's why I don't buy very many of them. So it's really, really smooth on the skin. It just feels really good. And it doesn't, to me, it smells mildly sweet, but there really isn't any kind of strong scent at all. Like, it's just really, really super, super mild. But there are a lot of more natural ingredients in here, so it is possible. There is preservative in here, phenoxyethanol, so hopefully that holds it together and helps it not to go bad. I haven't had any problem with it, but I did want to give you a heads up that somebody did tell me theirs went bad fast. Debbie says, did you see Kevin James Bennett about the FDA and green companies? Very interesting. I'll have to check it out. You have to tell me, Debbie, where you saw that. Or I can just ask him now that Kevin James Bennett and I are on like first name basis. Twitter is so funny for meeting people. That's where I meet like the majority of people that are like the less accessible people. I find them on Twitter. It's the best place to communicate with people. You can't meet people on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. It's just too saturated. Twitter is the best place if you want to contact somebody, or if you want to like try to get to really know somebody. Twitter's amazing for that. Thank you for all the well wishes for Flory. I really, really appreciate that. Leanna says, Jen is my soundtrack as I pack for my move. I'm moving out of my parents' house. Congratulations, Leanna. I remember that day. I cried. My mom, hopefully I don't cry because I'm like such an emotional wreck right now. My mom and I used to share a brush, and we called it Pink Brush. And she handed me Pink Brush and said, you take it with you. And I started bawling. The day that I moved out. It was really, really silly that I was like crying over this brush. All right. Speaking of brushes, I did end up getting 2 Smith brushes. One of these, I believe my friend Nancy had already Nancy that's here had already gotten for me, but I decided to get another one because that one I keep dirtying and using, and I really wanted a backup of it. And I'm really not interested in their face brushes for some reason. Like, they just don't call to me. Like, I don't know. I really like synthetic face brushes. So I ended up getting this duo of eye brushes. This is, well, not a duo because I paid for them separately. The Smith 247 and the 230. I like Smith brushes. I feel like they apply product differently than synthetic brushes, so it takes a little bit more getting used to. And that's another reason why I wanted to get some more, is because I wanted to have the opportunity to practice with them more. And I don't wash my brushes all that often. I need to wash them more. What I do is I kind of rotate through them. So after you know, a month or two or whatever, which is really bad, I know. I'll take all my brushes, all my dirty brushes, and I'll set them in this one container to wash, and then I'll just load up with new brushes. But then I get a chance to try different brushes and different brush brands and really, you know, get to know lots of different brushes and decide what I like. So it works out for me, but then I end up with hours of brush washing. And that's not fun. But yeah, I like Smith brushes. I'm just trying to get used to using them. It's so funny. They're so cute over there because they have no idea who I am. The last time I went over to the Smith brush booth, this is a funny story. Last time I went over to the Smith brush booth, I was with Raw Beauty Christie and Sam Ravindall. And at the time, I didn't really know Sam very well. I wasn't subscribed to her channel. I knew she existed. I knew she was friends with Christie, but that was pretty much all I knew. She went over to the Smith brush booth, and Christie, they were all over Christie, talking to Christie, blah, blah, blah. So when I went over this time, I was like, yeah, I was here with my friend Christy the other time. And they were like, oh, it's so nice to have somebody that, you know, because I said I have a YouTube channel. They said, oh, it's so nice to have somebody that's already doing YouTube to be your friend to give you advice. And I was like, it sure is. Because Christy and I have been on the platform about the same amount of time, but they don't know that. But it was like so funny that it was like, oh, aren't you cute with Christy as your friend? You know, it's like, it's really not like that. But I appreciate you. You know, it was just, I don't know, it was just funny. All right, so I got those brushes, and then I got a ton of Ardell lashes. They had a sale where you get, you got six pairs for $20? I think it was 6 pairs for $20. I went in to get my Ardell 120s, which I love when I run across them. I will show you, but I also got a bunch of other ones. So these are the 124s. Because I need to clean out my spider box because that thing's getting full of lashes that really are old. I got the Wispies 122s. I got the Demi Wispies. And then here's the 120s. These are my favorites. So if you're looking for really good, you know, lashes that make an impact but aren't too crazy, these are really good. The 120 natural lashes from Ardell. I really like those. So I got 2 pairs of those. And then I think this is another pair. Okay, this is a 701 Wispies. These are a little bit bigger. Because I'm finding the more I try bigger lashes, the more I don't like them. They also gave me this Ardell Brow Confidential. I think they were just throwing this in as a freebie for everybody. I tried it and I don't like it at all, which I'm sad because it was nice of them to give it to me, but I don't like it. It's a doe foot applicator, and you know, it's like this powder, and it just like, it makes a huge mess. It's not a functional product. I only used the clear brow gel once, and it was fine, but I definitely need to try it more before I have a verdict on that. But I did not like this brow powder at all. It was just a hot mess. I don't know who designed it. Like, if there's a makeup artist that designed this, I would love a tutorial on how they use it and not make it look like I've just, you know, caked on a bunch of powder onto my brows. I mean, I guess what I could do is I could use a brow brush, like, and take the applicator. See, it's like flaking all over me. Take a brow brush and kind of dip it in, like, onto the doe foot. But that's too much work. That's too much work. All right. And then finally, I know we're already at finally, I got the Suva Beauty highlighter in the shade Opulence. It's because I'm getting more into liquid highlighters. I'm starting to really, really like them. Where in the past, I've been like, yeah. Okay, so it's got this dropper, and then you don't really even need the dropper. You just need it to like honestly, it could just be a tube. It doesn't even really need to be a dropper. And I'll show you what it looks like. It's got a pink tone to it. Hopefully that's coming through on camera because I can't see myself today. And it's really, really pretty. The reason why I'm starting to dig on liquid highlighters is it really blends. A lot of times they really blend very beautifully into the skin, where I find some powder ones kind of set on top of the skin, which I don't really like that much. So I'm going to clean up my haul and I'm going to scroll down a bit and see what everybody's saying. Joy says, I don't do lashes either, but I'm blessed with long lashes anyway, and I don't want to lose them, so I'll stick to mascara from now. Yeah, if you already have long lashes and you're happy, there's no reason for it. I do not have long lashes. I was not blessed with that. My daughter, however, I don't know. She has really beautiful long lashes. I hope she gets to keep them. Because I found that as I got older, I've lost some of my lashes. Stacy likes the Ardell Foam Ink Wispies. Cool. Yeah, Whitney says, honestly, I wish Ardell would stick to lashes and stay away from color cosmetics. I haven't tried a whole lot of Ardell color cosmetics, but that's good to know. Kendra says, is IMATS only once a year? And what's that teeth whitening stuff? IMATS, on their website, they have all the locations. Each location is once a year. So they have Toronto and they have New York and they have LA. And we also have them in our event section whenever they pop up for What's Up in Makeup. The event section is right after top news. So we always mention when IMATS is coming in different cities. But you can just go to the IMATS website and they have it organized really, really nicely. Okay, so now that I'm done using my hands to do things, I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready because I'm actually going to my niece's first birthday party. My husband's little brother has a 1-year-old baby. She just turned 1 yesterday. So we're going to go see her for her birthday party. Yeah, I rubbed in that eyebrow product and it's like gone. It's the weirdest product. All right, so for primer, I'm going to use the True Blend Illuminating Primer. This was sent to me by CoverGirl, and I haven't used it a whole lot, and I want to try it. And I've been really digging on the more dewy look, not like shiny dewy, but like, you know, radiant without being too shiny. So we're gonna try this today. I haven't used it enough since I did the review on stuff. You can already see. Hopefully, you can see. I know I can see how radiant my face is. But yeah, it feels really good. It has a nice light scent. It does feel a little silicone-y, but it's very, it's definitely got luminescence to it. So if you don't want to add luminescence to your face, if you already have oily skin, you probably want to skip this. Thank you, Steph. Oh, I love you. She says your skin's looking great, girl. I think it's looking really good right now too. Like I feel like my wrinkle right here is getting more prominent, but I feel like my wrinkles on my forehead are staying the same. Like they haven't gotten much worse over the past year or so. And then my fine lines around my eyes, I do feel like are getting just a little bit worse, but not so bad. Like I notice it mostly in my thumbnails when I'm smiling that you can really start to see the wrinkles here. If you don't know, because some people get really confused when I start talking about it, I'm 40. So some people are like, why you're 28 years old? Why are you talking so much about wrinkles? Because I'm 40. I'm not 28. So funny. But yeah, so I was giving you a little update on the wrinkles. Yeah, this one's really bugging me because it makes me like look like I don't like a line there. That doesn't make me happy to see, but it is what it is. I mean, you know, it's part of being old, getting older, and I would much rather have wrinkles than not be here. So totally fine with me. All right, we're gonna do the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer because I'm not trying to do like a big full coverage face because it's just not what I want to do. Yeah, Queen Anna says, I'd rather be wrinkly than stop smiling. You know it. And you know what's funny is I get comments all the time. Not all the time, but I used to get them more. You move your face too much, and that's why you have so many wrinkles. You need to stop moving your face so much. I'm like, dude, no. That's going to be a no for me, dog. I'm not going to stop moving my face so that I can avoid getting wrinkles. I'm going to enjoy my life, you know? Like, shush it, man. All right, so let's blend this in. And really, I've used this Laura Mercier, the tinted moisturizer. I've used it without a brush and just use my fingertips, and I actually quite like it. I do like it just a little bit better with a brush because I feel like it blends out a little bit better, but because there isn't a whole lot of pigment in it, I feel like I can get away with just using my fingertips if I want to. It really is just a light wash of color, which is what I'm going for right now. Nadine says, resting bee face keeps you young. I love that. I love that. Hi, Kristen. She says, definitely do not look 40. I'll be 36 in a couple weeks and your skin looks better than mine. Oh, you know, I mean, I think that she wanted me to tell her my secrets. I really just think that, at least for me, I feel like anti-aging skincare in you know, a chemical exfoliator, a lower chemical exfoliator, I feel like has helped a lot. As soon as I started introducing peptides into my my skincare routine, I noticed a big difference in the speed that I was getting wrinkles. So that's been very nice. So a mild chemical exfoliator, glycolic acid is my favorite. And then just keeping my skin moisturized, you know, especially in the wintertime, because I feel like, you know, I don't know if I don't know the science behind this, and I could be totally wrong on this. I don't, you know, not having gone to school for this stuff is really just, it makes me upset that I didn't do that. But I feel like that if you allow your skin to dry out like extra beyond what it naturally is, like if you don't keep it hydrated, I feel like it speeds up the aging process, you know? And I feel like as soon as I started using a moisturizer all the time, which was my first step into using more skincare, was using a moisturizer. This is the Naked Skin, by the way, in Fair Neutral. As soon as I started using a moisturizer, I immediately started seeing that my skin looked healthier and better. But I do have normal skin. So, you know, everybody's skin is different. So it's really hard to make a universal statement on what's good and what's not good for everybody, because I only have my skin that I've messed with. I actually have thought about going back to school for cosmetic chemistry, but I haven't made that leap yet. Because I honestly, like, as someone who used to be a teacher, I hate school. I love learning, but I hate school. I hate having to write papers, you know? Like that, I hate it. And I love writing, but I don't like being forced to write something when I don't like. It's like, I already know this. Like, I can explain it to you. Why do I have to sit here for hours and write a paper? Which I totally get, you know? I'm not trying to say that it's not purposeful, but it's like, that's my least favorite part. So Autumn's the same way. Yay, I'm not alone. Stacy says the CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream in the little tub is awesome overnight moisturizer. Nice, great to know. Monica wants to know my thoughts on Tati and James Charles. I feel like with those kinds of situations, hold on a second, let me do my, was my translucent powder. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Can I speak today? I'm just going to do a light fluffing today of this stuff. I feel like nobody is really going to know what's happening with that except for the two of them. And I don't feel like really it's my place to comment on it, because I feel like I'm such an outsider looking in. You know, I have met both of them. But I mean, it's like, I don't feel like I have a right to really like pass any kind of judgment or anything. I don't know what to call it. But I mean, I just hope that they're able to work it out, because I know how much James means to Tati. So I'm hoping that they'll be able to work it out. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Kendra wants to know if I'm planning on reviewing the Jeffree Star concealer. No, I'm not. I still have my blood sugar palette review that is way late at this point. I have blood sugar that I'm filming this week. I'm going to try to do 2 palettes this week, which is a lot. I have blood sugar that I'm filming, and then I also have the Game of Thrones from Urban Decay this week. If you don't know what happened with James and Tati, I'm not going to go into it all here, but you can just look it up on YouTube. I'm sure that there's plenty of videos about it. All right, so this is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. We're going to throw that on. Mariah just bought blood sugar. Nice. I don't own blood sugar. I have blue blood. Did I say blood sugar? If I said blood sugar, I meant blue blood. I think I said blood sugar. The blue blood palette review that I've been ready to film for a couple of weeks, but other things have gotten in the way. So Steph says, I'd stab myself with Jeffree's concealer top. Oh, I know. I heard that it's super sharp. Like the little star on the top. I've heard it's super sharp. Kara says, I feel the same way about school. I almost flunked out of high school because I don't like being told what I need to be learning. I do a lot of research and self-education, though. Yeah. And that's kind of the way that I felt. Oh, Debbie says it's not that sharp. I don't know. Somebody, I forget who it was I was watching. Somebody said it was super sharp. Grab some eye brushes. All right. So I thought we would play with this today. This is the Profusion Festival palette that they sent in PR. Did I tell you everything that was sent in PR? I think I did. Yeah, I mean, so far, all it's been is the CoverGirl. Oh, I think I got this off of Influenster like years ago. Yeah, but everything else I bought. Yeah, we're good so far. Oh, I didn't do my brows. Before we do that, let me do my brows. So this was sent to me PR as well. This is the new Makeup Geek brow product. So far, I don't know. I've only used it once, and it was a little while ago, so I'm not even going to say anything until I put it on. Aha! Sarah says, how can ordinary people get PR? Like people without social media? Influencer is a great resource for that. A lot of times, well, some people say influencer works really well for them. Some people say that it doesn't. I haven't gotten anything from influencer in years. But you can try that. But the reason why PR exists is for promotion. It's for sales. So if you don't have a social media platform to show the product to a larger group of people, the brands most likely won't send products. Because the idea behind it is to get return on investment. I'm not a fan of this right now. It feels very heavy in my brows. Like it feels kind of waxy in my brows, and I don't prefer that feeling. That makes me really sad. Oh my gosh, this does not look good. It worked very well. Got a couple little flakies in the left brow. But yeah, so the reason why people get PR is it's all about return on investment. So the brand is trying to give out the PR, they send the products, and then they hope to make their money back by people seeing the product and then purchasing it. So if you don't have anybody that's looking at what you're doing, then the brand is going to be like, well, who am I showing it to if I'm just showing it to the one person I'm sending it to for free? You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things, you know. Which is, it's just kind of the way that the business side works. But influencer is cool. You can definitely check that out. Ratu says, Mug has said they're having a rebranding going on. Yes, they are working on it a lot. And I am on their PR list recently. Marlena added me to PR list. Oh, segue into talking about Marlena's event. So Marlena from Makeup Geek is, while I put on the festival eyeshadow palette, Marlena from Makeup Geek is doing these pajama parties. As soon as I heard about it, I was like, I want to go to that. Like, I don't care where it is. I'm going to go to it. At first, it was going to be in Washington. And I was like, I go to Washington? Like, I'm crazy. I'm so glad it wasn't in Washington because that's a far place to travel. I probably would have stayed longer if it was in Washington rather than just like 24 hours. But I'm just going to point to the shadows because the names are all on this goofy little... hate those things. I'm just going to point to the shadows as I put them on. We'll start here. So yeah, so what it is you show up. I did do a little quick live stream from there. You show up to this pajama party and there's drinks and there's appetizers and there's mingling and there's a goodie bag. And it was at this mansion. And you just get to wander around and talk to people and hang out with Marlena. Marlena was like super accessible the whole time. Like it was like whoever wanted to just walk up and talk to Marlena. Like we were there for 4 hours, just like hanging out and chatting. And she was just talking to everybody, anybody that wanted to chat. Like it was super chill. Everybody just had fun. And there was a game room where you could go and you could play board games. I didn't really see anybody doing that. There were people sitting in there, but I didn't see anybody playing games. But I can see where that would be a lot of fun for some people. They had a makeup station where Laura from Mrs. Lil Lynn that I was working with, they hired her to work that. So she was up there doing people's makeup until 8:30. So it started for the higher tier, which was it $50 for the higher tier and $35 for the lower tier. It started at 6. So you got an extra hour if you paid for the higher tier. And there was less people in there. So you had like easier to get to Marlena, but she was honestly so easy to get to the whole night. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, so you can go up and you can do get your makeup done by Laura. And that was it's from 6 until 8:30. And with Makeup Geek products, like she would touch you up or she would do she couldn't do full face because it was all powder products, but she did a really nice job. Everybody was looking beautiful that Laura helped out. So you could get your makeup done. You could try on the Marste clothes, and then you could order them. Like you could order Makeup Geek products. You could order the Marste products. She had like racks and racks of Marste clothes that you could try on. What else? That was pretty much it that I can remember. There's a movie theater. You could sit and watch Pretty in Pink or some other 80s movie. So that was cool. The brushes that I'm using, I should probably tell you, I just put that one back. I really like this one. This was from Luck. Was it this one that I was just using? I think so. This is because yeah, this is the Luxie 131. One thing about Luxie and Moda that I've noticed is they do different handles of the same brush. So they make a pink version, I believe, of the 131. You don't have to get like the gold glitter one. This was from BoxyCharm. Monica, thoughts on the prices of the James Charles tour? I talked about this a little bit on. Oh, let me finish up the Marlena thing. So my experience, and then we'll talk about the James Charles tour. My experience with the event was incredible. So most of the time I was hanging out with Laura and Mallory, who are just beautiful, amazing people. But then at the end, I'm one that I shut down the parties. I always do. So I was hanging out with Laura and Mallory, and then there was another couple of women that were hanging out. So Laura and Mallory left with Mallory's husband, who was also there. They left, and then I got into a conversation with the other two women about traveling and stuff, and they were looking at pictures of the adventure van, and we were just talking about traveling in general. And then they were leaving, so I was leaving, and Marlena was like, hey, do you want to stay a little bit longer? Like, it's totally up to you, so we can like just hang out together. I was like, yeah, definitely. So I ended up being the last person there. So Marlena ate her dinner, and we sat and we chatted, and you know, just hung out, and we talked about my channel and her channel and the things she has planned for her channel. And you know, it's really exciting, the things that she's doing. So definitely keep your eye on her YouTube channel. She's got some really cool stuff coming up. So I really had a great time. It was honestly worth the travel. I flew from Baltimore to Texas, and then I flew back within 24 hours. But honestly, it really was worth it. I'm so glad I did it. So yeah, she is just such a sweet, genuine person. Like, she's incredible. All right, I have to decide what I want to do with my lid. Do I want to do any color? I think I might do like a pop of color on the lower lash line. I just got into this at the festival palette, and it's so bright. I should probably use some color, but I'm just going to a birthday party. Like, I'm not trying to look all like super wild. So I'll probably do like a pop of purple on the lower lash line or something like that. Oh, but this one's so pretty. Okay, never mind. This one's calling to me right here. This guy right there is calling to me. I'm popping that on. Oh. By the way, the mattes here totally blended really nicely. Really, really nicely up there. I'm just going to use my fingertip. That's so pretty. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm loving this. It actually reminds me of one shade in the Game of Thrones palette. All right, James Charles tour and ticket prices. This is the thing. All right, do I feel like they're overpriced? Oh my gosh, absolutely. Would I pay for it? Absolutely not. But the thing is there are people that are going to pay for it. Like, if that's what he wants to charge and people are going to pay for it, I mean, that's the way business works in my mind. You know, like, this is the Profusion Festival palette. I'm not sure the price on it, but I'm assuming it's not very expensive. You know, I mean, that's the way business works. It's supply and demand. If you have a high demand, then I can see why he's bumping up the prices. You know, it makes sense to me. I don't know. Just makes sense to me. All right, let me see. What do I want to do on my outer corner? Because now I'm like kind of stuck here. What do I want to do? Maybe we'll do like this guy. I don't know. Okay, so this is one thing I've been doing recently when I'm not sure if colors are going to go together, is I swatch it on my hands, and then I swatch other colors next to it to see, like, see, that wouldn't have worked. I don't like that. Let's see, what about this one? See, it's like I don't like those colors together. What about the yellow? See, the yellow's so light. What about this goldy color? So I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do in the outer corner. But not, oh, you know what? I'll do the purple. Hold on. These two. There we go. Yes, there we go. I was trying to find like a good, before I put it all over my eyeball, because I'm impulsive. I'm a very impulsive person, and I'm working on it. Hi, Terry Lee. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. So yeah, I mean, I'm not like, do I wish James's prices were cheaper so that more people could afford it? Absolutely. Do I understand why he's charging what he's charging? I understand that too. You know, but I mean, part of business is charging what you feel like you're worth. And if people think it's too much, then they won't pay it. But it seems like, you know, based on what's available, it's not like he can fake that seats are sold out. I mean, I looked at mine because I was just curious. My local one, the one that would be local to me, which would be Philadelphia. And it looked like most of the tickets were sold out yesterday. I don't know where they are now. So a class, I don't know if he's doing a class there exactly. But I stand on one of these as a mark for when I film What's Up in Makeup, and then it's like my makeup towel for the week, and then I change it out every week. I think he's definitely going to do like a tutorial on stage, so I'm hoping he has some kind of camera situation, like some kind of visual where people will be able to see what he's doing. I would imagine he's going to sing Britney. I honestly don't know. I think so. But I mean, I feel like if we feel like it's overpriced, then we shouldn't buy the tickets. I'm not buying the tickets. So, because I'm not, like, for me, it's just not worth it. Oh, is that bad to say? Chris says, I just don't understand the why. It's a weird tour. Well, I mean, he wants to meet his fans. He said that he wants to meet his fans. And he said something about, like, did he say giving back? I don't know, something like that, which I don't know about that. I mean, I think it's going to be really nice for some people to meet him, but I feel like if we're doing a giving back tour, then prices probably should have been a little lower. That's just my opinion. If that's the goal, because you have to decide what your goal is. Is your goal to make money, or is your goal to be good to your fans? What's your goal? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that like, I don't know. I mean, I think that it's fun it's definitely fun to meet people that watch my channel. Like, I absolutely love it, but I can't, like, I don't know. He's a businessman. He's clearly a businessman. And that's who he is. And if you can love him or not love him, but he is who he is. I appreciate anybody that is who they are, that doesn't hide who they are. That I appreciate, no matter what that is. I hate when people are fake. I hate when people hide who they are. I hate when people, like, you get to know a person as they are, and then you realize they're another way. Like, that's happened quite a bit in this beauty YouTube time, where I thought somebody was one way, and then the more I get to know them, I'm like, you're kind of a cruddy human. I'm not sure if I like you, So I appreciate anybody that is who they are. So he puts it out there. He's a businessman, and that's who he is. You don't like him, that's fine. Not gonna like everybody in this world, So, all right. I just put this dark brown here on my lower lash line. I think I want to lighten it up a bit. I don't want to put purple on my lower lash line. I think I'm going to put like a little bit. Let's put a little bit of the shiny guy right here. Shiny. My kids were watching Moana the other day, and I was like, oh, that's where that shiny thing came from. I've never seen Moana all the way through. So now every time I see something shiny, I'm like, shiny. So that's how I feel about the James Charles stuff. I mean, so, I mean, if people are going to pay it, why not, go for it, man. I'm going to use this guy in the inner corner, this one right here. This eyeshadow palette went on really nicely. I'm very impressed. These are very, very inexpensive, these Profusion shadows. I've had like hit and miss experiences with Profusion. Some of the palettes I feel like are difficult to blend. Pigmentation isn't always there, but this one is doing really well. I'm actually quite excited about this. Aislinn says, do you care to expand your comment in ColourPop Lisa Frank? I'm so irritated right now about that whole thing. I saw T by Ali did a video about it, and she mentioned my comments about, okay, if you don't know, Miss Miller Makeup Jen shades James Charles for 6 minutes. No, I didn't mean to. I'm not trying to shade James. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm not trying to shade James. Like, I'm like, you do you, boo. Like, if that's who you are, like, go for it, man. I'm not mad at him. That's just who he is. Let people be themselves. Okay, so if you do not know the Lisa Frank Glamour Dolls thing, I'll give you a quick recap. I'm going to put on my Jessie's Girl eyeliner, which I repurchased recently and remember that I love. You can get this, I think it's either Walgreens or Rite Aid. I think it's Rite Aid. They're fabulous. Okay, so Lisa Frank and Glamour Dolls. Back in February of 2007, they did a Kickstarter for a Lisa Frank makeup collection with an indie brand called Glamour Dolls. There's also a Glamour Doll Eyes brand, but that is a different company. So Glamour Dolls, Candy Johnson did a promo for it and everything. And I said publicly it was $90, but I looked back, it was so long ago. I actually spent $70 on this collection through their Kickstarter. And I was really, really excited to review it for you. And it just never came. And this was February of 2007. So they stopped updating us. I think in October was the last update, October of 2018. And yeah, that's the last we heard of them. I've emailed them. I emailed them a couple weeks ago. I'm going to email them again. I kind of fell off and kind of forgot about it for a while. And I was like, and then I went over to ColourPop's Instagram, and they were looking for people to collab with. And I saw Lisa Frank was trying to collab with them. And I was like, girl, like, you need to finish your collab with Glamour Dolls first, because I'm still out $70. Like, I just want my products. Like, I haven't tried to get my money back because I just want the products. Like, I keep hoping that it's gonna, like, they're actually gonna follow through and give the products. So like, I haven't tried to get my money back, but really, like, really, okay, this is what so Lisa Frank, if she collabs with ColourPop before the Glamour Doll stuff goes through, I'm going to be a little mad, because that's ridiculous. Because apparently, okay, so we got an email. I put up screenshots on my Twitter. You're going to have to scroll back on how you do that. But I put a screenshot on my Twitter. They basically said they gave all over the money they got from the Kickstarter all to Lisa Frank for her fees, which I think is complete crap. I don't think that they gave all the money to Lisa, because that's just insane to give her over $500,000. You know, that's insane. Like, they said they gave it to her for her art fees and her, you know, whatever fees. So if they did, and she's keeping that money, and she's going to start collabing with ColourPop, I'm going to be real mad. I'm hoping, and this is what I think is more likely, is that they did not tell the truth in that email, that they gave all the money to Lisa. And because it says they only put $15,000 into all these products that they developed. I'm sorry, that's not possible. It is not possible to only spend $15,000 on, I don't know how many products they were developing, like 20 products? No, girl. No, girl. That makes no sense. You don't spend $15,000 on like 20, 25 products. So yeah. So then Lisa goes over to ColourPop's Instagram and says she wants to collab with them. And I'm like, so I said it. I have a loud mouth and I'm impulsive. I would do it again though. Like, can you please make sure I get my money back on my products before you start another project? Because it's her responsibility to help make sure that this thing goes through. Her name is on it. She needs to make sure that everybody gets their products or their money back. Like, so as far as like I tried to contact Kickstarter. I haven't heard anything back from Kickstarter as far as them getting my money back, or like something. Haven't heard anything. As far as class action lawsuit, I don't know if anybody's gone that route, but it's like, I don't have time for a class action lawsuit over $70. And I think that's probably the way a lot of people feel, is like, you know, like, yeah, we spent our money, but it's like, I don't have time for that. You know, I would join one if somebody else started it, but I don't know enough about that stuff. I'm hoping like one of the customers, one of our 3,000 people or whatever that backed it, I'm hoping somebody's a lawyer and they just started on their own or whatever. Or maybe they have like a cousin that's a lawyer or something. Somebody that has like the time and the knowledge to start a process like that. I would totally join it because it's insane. Nadine, you would think that they would reimburse us, but they haven't. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I've been really loving this lately. Yeah, $500,000 they just took. This is what I think happened. Okay, I think that it was just set up poorly. And now, like, looking back, I can see all the red flags. Okay, so when they launched the Kickstarter, they said they were going to give us all these perks, so many perks, like so many products, and that they were going to let us help develop these products. So at that point, that's a red flag, that they haven't even developed the products yet. Like, they haven't picked the shades, they haven't picked the packaging, they haven't done the artwork. All that stuff takes a very, very, very long time, because you have to go through the process of the lab, and they have to go through Lisa to get her, you know, to do the art. And then they have to do the approval process. Like, all of that stuff should have been done by the time they got to the Kickstarter. All that stuff should have been done. Like, they should have had the products already manufactured, or at least up to like the shades if they wanted people to participate in the shades, but they didn't. They had nothing done when they launched the Kickstarter, and they expect to launch 25 products in 6 months. Like, really? Like, how the heck is that going to happen? So So I think that was a huge red flag, huge red flag. Well, Allison says they file bankruptcy, they won't be held accountable. It's crazy. Thank you, Kendra. She said my eyeshadow looks beautiful. Yes, and Julie says some of it ended up in an Ipsy bag. Yeah, so some of it ended up on an Ipsy bag, a brush, and then a bronzer, I believe. And then, and I got both of those, but I still haven't gotten anything from my $70 Kickstarter contribution. And then they were selling it at Hot Topic. I've also seen it on Amazon. So, yep. Do I watch drama channels? Yes, I do. Some of them. Not all of them. There's some that I refuse to watch because I think that they're junk humans. But I watch more than I don't watch, probably. There's very few that I think are junk humans. I think a lot of them just want to get information out there for clarity, just kind of like I do. You know, they just want to put out the information. Honestly, Kyle. Hi, Kyle. I've appreciated your comments lately. Thank you so much for commenting on my videos. He says Rich Lux is the best. You know what? I really like Rich. I think he is a sick, smart individual. And I don't think people realize how smart Rich is. Rich is really smart. I don't agree with everything Rich says. I agree with, when I met Kevin James Bennett, I was like, I agree with about 80% of what you say. I agree with probably about 50% of what Rich says. But I do like him as a person. I don't agree with, wait, my computer just turned off. I don't agree with a lot of what he says. Oh, Latina is here. Hi, Latina. But I do like him as a person. I just don't. Rosie, I'm not even mentioning that one. I'm not even gonna let, it's like Voldemort. I'm not letting it out of my mouth. Thank you, Kyle. So anyway, yeah, I probably shouldn't talk about individual drama channels because I'm not trying to cause problems or whatever, but I do watch drama channels. But I'm very selective about the videos I watch. I don't watch y'all stop saying Voldemort's name. Stop it. But I definitely do. There is a lot of focus on drama. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Peter said some really nice things. Peter Mon said some really nice things about me in his latest video, and I really, really appreciated it. Somebody directed me over that way. All right, what time is it? How are we doing on time? Oh, okay, I got 13 minutes to do the rest of my face. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna go into the Collab Beauty Just for Fun blush. Collab Beauty, if you've been sleeping on Collab Beauty from Sally Beauty, get on it. They have some really, really nice products, I really like how this eye look came out. Go Perfusion. I'm really enjoying it. I am not shopping the VIB sale. April says, anyway, shopping the VIB sale. I am not shopping it. I need to do the things with the things that I have. And one thing I've learned over doing this for like 6 years, it took me forever to learn this, is that I need to not buy things in bulk. Expecting to review them, because like right now with the Blue Blood palette, like it's been sitting here, and I did the swatch thing, but I haven't done the review of it. And it why even get it if I'm not gonna I can't get too much stuff at a time, so I need to wait until I'm ready to film and then purchase something. These brushes are from Juvia's Place, Kendra. It's from Juvia's Place. I really like them. Mitiana, would you ever put out merch or makeup? It would be awesome if so. I really would like to put out merch within the next year because there's so many, everybody seems to have merch. A lot of people have merch. I don't have merch. I did at one point some What's Up in Makeup merch that Tab helped me create, but I want to do like my husband's tattoo studio is over top of a distribution center for tattoo equipment. So the guy that runs that is a wonderful person. He's also my husband's landlord, and he's going to help us with distribution of anything that I ever want to do. So he's going to help with the merch stuff whenever I get that rolling. But I will tell you that I would doubt, I'm not going to say guarantee, I would doubt any of it is going to actually say Jen Loves Reviews on it. Because I find, for me personally, putting Jen Loves Reviews on something to me is not a me thing to do. I would put I want to put things on it that people would actually I watched Jen Loves Review. That's not going to happen. But I might do like what's up in makeup stuff. Like, I think that would be cool. But I probably won't put actual, like, unless it's like really small. Yeah, like mad love stuff to Lestra. Yeah, stuff like that. But I want to make sure it's high quality. Like those t-shirts my husband just got for his tattoo studio. I'm not even kidding. It is the softest t-shirt I have ever felt in my life. I wore it. This is gross. Okay. I'm just letting you know. But I'm an honest person. I wore that t-shirt for 2 days straight. I wore it for 2 days straight because it was so comfortable. I didn't want to take it off. I forgot a highlighter. I got to go grab a highlighter. Let me see. Do I have any highlighters around? No. Hold on. Let me grab a highlighter real quick. I'll just grab this. This works. I love these Ofra highlighters that have multiple shades in them. It kind of got busted. I must have stuck my brush in there too hard or something. But I love these things. Yep, a Collective Brain stuff. I did have a Collective Brain shirt, I believe. Yes, I did. And mugs. Yes. Yes, all that stuff. I think a shirt that says cute or poop would be super cute. Maybe. I don't know. Would anybody wear that though? I don't know if I would wear that. I don't want to put anything out there that I wouldn't personally wear. Is it poop shirt? There you go. Oh, Yesenia, your coffee mug broke. No. Yesenia was our drugstore reporter forever before she quit on me. No, I don't think that's what happened. Ratchy, do you still keep in touch with Stephanie Nicole? You know, I haven't talked to Stephanie in a long time, and I'm really sad about that. I haven't talked to her in a while. Okay, so Ofra highlighter. I just put it in this side and just brushed it, but I love that there's so many shades in here, so you can like kind of mix and match if you want. Okay, there we go. And then somebody had asked earlier about like top collab products. I think I have a whole video on collab. Their liquid highlighters amazing. Their blushes are really good. Mascaras are pretty good. Their eyeshadow palettes are super fab. They're really, really good. Those are the ones that are coming to mind right now. I like their lipsticks a lot. They're like regular lipsticks. They're super comfortable and nice. So yeah, I haven't talked to Stephanie in a while. It's just one of those things, like we just haven't talked in a while. I still adore her. I still think she's a wonderful person. She's so fun. Somebody had asked me, I think it was at the at Marlena's thing, you know, like what's Stephanie like in person? And it's like, okay, Stephanie that you see in videos most of the time is information presenting Stephanie, you know, like she's giving you information, she's telling you something, like, and you get her humor a little bit. But when she's just relaxing, like she is so chill and fun. Like I think people think that because she gives information that she's like straight-laced and, you know, but she's really like, she's so chill. She's just giving information. So I think she comes off across like that every once in a while, but I don't know. She's awesome. She's really fun to hang out with. Oh, I miss Kimberly Clark. I heard Kimberly Clark was coming back. I hope so. I hope she comes back. I love Kimberly Clark. Okay, I just grabbed this lipstick because this has been my go-to lipstick. This is what I'm wearing on What's Up in Makeup. This is the shade Fashionista by La Rock. I've been wearing this so much lately, and I figured it would probably look good. Let me see how it looks on camera. Let me go back over to my other screen. No, I don't like that at all. That looks terrible. Go away. Not with this eye look. Not with this eye look. Nope. Nope, didn't work. Darn, because I didn't get out any other lipsticks. Oh, okay, here we go. This is the Ofra Flexi Stick. Let's try this one. This is in the shade Urge. I think this is really orange. I might be able to mix them. Yeah, this is too orange. That looks terrible. These Flexi Sticks are a little odd. I'm not sure if I like them or not. That's a no. Nope. This is not going well for my lips today. Okay, maybe, let's see. Okay. What do I do? I don't have any other random lip products lying around. Okay, let's just do a little gloss for now. This is actually from, let me see the brand because it's not on the packaging. The Collective. I think it's the Collective Cosmetics. Let me make sure I get it right. Yes, the Collective Cosmetics. They sent me a PR package and they sent me this lip gloss, and I really like it. It's just got a little bit of sparkle in it. We're just gonna go with that for now. And I might add something later. And just add a little sparkle. It feels really good. It's a little oily, but it's very nice. And I like the packaging. I just wish it said The Collective Cosmetics somewhere on it. It did have a sticker here with the shade name and it fell off. So, yeah. Okay, let me flip back over to you because now that I'm done looking at myself, so I still look a little weird. I'm still not sure about this, but we're just going to go for it. It is what it is. Gary now says Kimberly Clark is back from tour. Yes, and working on an album. I hope she comes back to YouTube. I hope so too. Yes, you follow Chris's Instagram, which is her. She says she goes by both pronouns. So when she's Chris, then we say he. And when she's Kimberly, we say she. So that's the way that she. It's hard to talk about. You know what I mean? So there's Chris and then there's Kimberly. Two sides of the same person. You know, I haven't watched it a lot. Ella, I haven't watched a lot of John McClane. I've seen John McClane, but I haven't watched a lot of John McClane. Oh, Carissa, good luck with your toddler. Toddler needs a diaper change. All right. Kendra wants to know, how did I meet Marlena? I went to her event. I actually met her many years ago at an IMATS. I think it was right after Makeup Geek launched. I think it was like 2014, 2015. I don't know. I have it on my phone. I met her then. She was so nice then. And then I went to her event in Texas this past week. And it was super fab. I don't know why Kendra's post keeps repeating. Is it like just me? I've heard great things about John McClane. I just haven't watched. Am I like going backwards or something? Because there's a comment about, oh, I kind of feel bad. Never mind. Lisa says, I kind of feel bad that I want to hear your thoughts on the James Charles Tati drama. I mean, it's just not like, I feel like I'm out of it, you know, like I'm not in the situation. So it's hard to comment on something that I'm not in. You know, all we know is what was said publicly, but that's not the whole story. Like there are so many more layers, I'm sure, to that story that we probably don't know. So Michelle says, love my eyeshadow look. Thank you. Need to up my eyeshadow game. Switching to cruelty-free products. Nice. We'll get there. Joyce Miller says, I love how everyone wants the tea. All right. So we have, Rosie says, what are you wearing to the birthday party? Probably this. I might change my shirt into something a little nicer now that my makeup's done. I wasn't planning on doing all this color. I was planning on doing something chill. You know how that goes. You know how that goes. Joyce Miller says, as she sips tea. Allison, as you sip. I know. Sincerely, LGS, you can wear any color you rock it. Thank you. It's just a little louder than I was expecting, but is what it is. Honest Kyle says, how do girls change their shirt with makeup on? Can't figure it out. Well, because I'm wearing a lighter foundation, the tinted moisturizer, it's probably not going to come off on my clothes. You just got to kind of pull and tuck. JJ's makeup session, you're still wearing extensions with a band. Yes, I just don't wear them in chat. So this is all my natural hair. This is what my natural hair looks like after it's been straightened. And then I wear, in all my other videos, my edited videos, I'm wearing my hair extension. So, yeah, Kristen says you always plan chill and do colorful. Still love it. I know, it always happens because I just love colors. I love colors. Allison says, have you tried the Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation? No, I haven't. The Benefit Foundation, I haven't. Stacy says, I only wear shirts with huge necks. Oh, that's so funny. And April says, suck in your lips so you don't get lipstick on your shirt. Yep, got to tuck it in like a turtle. Yep. All right, anything else before we go for the day? Because we actually, like, the girls are starting to get picked up, and then we got to jet to the birthday party. I don't even think we have the presents wrapped yet. Joyce Miller says, get bangs. You know, bangs are a pain in the tush. I've had bangs before in my life, but they're a pain. JJ's makeup session. I live in a humid climate, so I worry about the band giving out too fast here, but I wear clip-ins. Well, the band is made out of, it's like a wire almost, like a plastic wire. So I don't think the humidity is going to affect the band because it's not like a cloth band. It's just like a little thin plastic clear wire that goes across. It's been great for me. I've had it for a year now. And I actually saw that booth it's in the vlog. Enzo Milano, is that right? Yeah, I think so. I went to the booth and she curled it for me again. And she said it looks like it's in really good shape, and it is. It's in really good shape. She asked if I style it, if I, put products in it, and I don't. Like I do my hair, my natural hair, and then I pop it on after. But she curled it for me. So that's why my hair looks a little more curly in videos recently, because she curled my extension for me. And she said it didn't even look like it needed to be washed. So I was like, all right, that's cool. Because I was thinking about it's probably at the point where it probably needs to be washed. But she was like, no, don't wash it. Like, you're in a good place. So like, unless it starts to smell funny, she said, don't wash it. All right, cool. Cool. Kendra says, thank you, Jen, for answering a lot of my questions. Yay, you're very, very welcome. Absolutely. All right, I should go. We are at 11 o'clock. I should go. Thank you all so much for being here for a live chat. I appreciate you so much. And we'll be back, I believe, next week. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be here next week for chat. Should be here. I don't know what we're going to be chatting about, but it probably will happen depending on what happens this week. This week on the channel, you can look forward to my BoxyCharm review for this past month, and then also my not for this past month, my review for, March, and then my unboxing of April. I got my box super late this month. And then I have my monthly favorites coming up this week. And then next week, I'm going to do at least one palette review. Probably, we're going to definitely do Blue Blood. And I'm going to try to do the Game of Thrones palette too. All right. Have a wonderful week. I will see you here next week. Mad love to you. I'll see you soon.